It's a toss-up. Sometimes I listen to NPR, sometimes I listen to the score to Pirates of the Caribbean. I think that was the third one, maybe? Or the second? I don't know. But, morning. Beat goes on. Have you ever lain in bed? Lain? Is that a word? Lain in bed. Have you ever laid in bed? Lain. L-A-I-N. Now that's gonna piss me off. I think it's like an old English word. Hath lain in thy bed for too longeth. Have you ever laid in bed at night, falling asleep, and a thought comes in your head, and you're too much of a lazy fucking asshole to roll over and write it down, piece of paper, computer, phone, tablet, whatever's on your bedside. In my case, it was a tablet. Too fucking lazy to roll over, unplug the tablet, type it out, just so you would remember it, because you think you'll remember it in the morning, when you know you won't. Has that ever happened to you before? It happened to me last night. But the twist ending is that I remembered what it was. And I'm happy. And I'm proud of myself. And that is a good way to start the day. That is an achievement unlocked, is what it is. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I have a busy day ahead of me. I think I am doing this impromptu. I think I have to do. By have to, it's if I don't, I'll be pissed at myself. I have to do an impromptu presentation on our design language at work for the dealerships. Buy Smart, Be Happy is what it's called. If you watch these at any length, then you're familiar somewhat with it. There's blue, green, Buy Smart, Be Happy, better way to buy a car, blah, 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 blah. Best price, commission-free, return policy, and comprehensive service. And, oh, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I don't even want to get into it. Is how fucked up it is. But I'm going to make one final take. I'm going to take one final stab at it. One final stab at making my point and forcibly shoving this organization in a direction that it should be going. Yes, I'm going to impose my vision upon. I'm going to forcibly impose my vision upon people, and because there is no vision. There is no vision for it. There's no vision for what it should be. So either this last stab is successful, or I swear to God, I'm just washing my hands of the whole thing. It's not worth it. But yeah, I'm going to have an impromptu presentation today, of which I found out about last night, and it's all in my head, so I can certainly talk about and verbalize it very well. I just need to put together some graphics and just screenshots and images of what's already been established and why we cannot go in the direction that the outside graphic designer is suggesting we go in, because it's shit. Because what she created was shit. What she created was garbage and really, really awful. Anyway, there's that. But I've got a rush episode of Religious that I have to cut together today, which I'm not thrilled about, but not a big deal, because it has to go up tomorrow, and she didn't deliver it until last night. Last night is when I downloaded it. I had a busy day yesterday, too. But more importantly, more excitingly, tonight, immediately after work, I'm finally meeting with this realtor, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about that. Really excited about working with a realtor, having that possibility, having that potential a potential client and that potential work on my desk, because good Lord, I just think that the real estate business is the white whale of creative consulting and digital creative work that I do. It's going to be brilliant. I mean, it's like it's probably what the automotive industry is to videography business and commercial production. I mean, it's just they churn them out and it's garbage, but it's so constant. It's a booming industry is what it is. But real estate, I think, is much more intimate, more one-on-one, and probably a little untapped, because for the most part, I think a realtor's mentality is, well, I just need pictures of property, barely that, because usually I think a realtor's mentality is probably one-on-one. They get people, they meet with people, they show them the property. So the first step is having a realtor appreciate the fact that they need to be more aggressive online, and I think that's the key with this. That's the bridge that this lady's crossing today. And then, you know, when they realize that they need to be more aggressive online, okay, well, what does that tell you? Well, I just need some pictures, maybe a video, and just post them on the real estate websites. You know, the listings, or whatever, MLS, whatever the case may be. Well, I have an iPhone. I can take the pictures myself, whatever. And this is, I should write this down. I should write this down for a missive for Facebook. That's what was bothering me last night. I thought of this missive. Would you rather watch a movie or make a movie? I thought of that. That came to me, and I just wanted to write it down, and I forgot it. So I remembered it this morning after much consternation. But yeah, it's not the camera you use. It's not the camera. It's the person behind it. And I've seen that a lot. I've seen that over and over and over again in the past 2 years working with the Hollers. And it's not the camera. It's not the size of your camera. It's not the size of your lens. It's the person behind it. That should be. It's not the size of your lens. It's the person behind it. It's not about the size of your lens. It's the person. There we go. We just wrote a new missive for Facebook. So yeah, and then Ray keeps saying that this woman is the most is just totally uncreative and just lacking that bone in her body. And that just presented another interesting angle for Horperong Creative. You know, if you don't have the and it's weird because, like, how do you? It's like saying, yeah, well, you're ugly, so let me make you pretty. In my opinion, I don't know how personal people might take that. Not creative? Are you not creative? Well, hire someone who is, and I'll fix it for you. I'm excited because, you know, I think there's a lot of long-term work possibility here. But also, you know, I think once I get one to add to my portfolio, then with any luck, the floodgates shall open. I'm not actively courting, but I did talk to Great American Land, the real estate arm of the Hollers business that we currently have absolutely nothing to do with. But I mentioned that I was interested in the website that they wanted to build and whatnot, and I just think that once I get this, you know, they're going with someone else, and it's hilarious that apparently they're being charged $400 for the website, and so in the time that I had heard about that and to now, essentially, I delivered the Chinese restaurant website. It was $240 total for 8 hours worth of work of development, design, and production. 8 hours worth of work, $240. Website's delivered. and it was done. And it was just, to me, it's hilarious that I delivered a complete website and I still don't see anything for Great American Land. So it'll be really cool if tonight I get the bid to build a new website for her and hopefully go around to some properties, take some photos and video, and really go all out with it, and then be able to say, okay, Great American Land, this is something I've just completed for and then they still don't have a website. That would be hilarious. And say, this is what I've completed for a local realtor. These are some of the ideas I have for you. If you don't want me to build the website, I'd still be interested in the photography and videography for your website. One of the things I'm excited about doing, because I've had this Steadicam for a while, and I've rigged it, not that I had to, I could have gotten an attachment for it, but I've rigged it to work with the GoPro, and I just think that'd be a brilliant way to do a walkthrough. Because first of all, the GoPro obviously has such a wide viewing angle that it's just perfect. It really is perfect for walkthroughs, to take people through a piece of property. And then that Steadicam, just, of course, Steadicam. Why not? So, the first local person to take advantage of that in this area, they're going to bring us an incredible amount of production value for an extraordinarily cheap price, to something that is to an industry where I don't think it exists. I really don't think it exists. So I'm excited about that, obviously. I'm really excited about the potential of that. And this is just a mindset that I think I've been cultivating and working on and sinking into farther and farther. I'm pretty, right now, I'm pretty dead set. I'm dead set to say, this is it. This is it. This is the work I want to do. This is the goal that I'm aiming for. I want to work independently. I want to work for myself. I want to work at home. I don't want to have to drive to an office unless it's my office that is convenient and is a happy place to go to. I don't have to drive to someone else's office. I don't have to collect a paycheck from someone else. I don't have to do work to further someone else's bottom line, because I don't get anything out of that. I don't get anything out of that at all. And more importantly, I can do better than that. I know I can do better than that. I mean, and this is the fundamental problem with every job I've had. I fix things because I know I can fix them. Because I know I'm smarter than these people. I know that I have better ideas than these people. Because I do. And that puts me at in a very difficult position, depending on how much I decide to push it. Because either you're going to be receptive to the fact that you're an idiot and you're doing things wrong, or you fire me. So I tamed down. I cooled off. I really did. And I think that's important. To go with the flow, to be professional, to not rock the boat. But if I don't embrace that stubbornness, that arrogance, that confidence, Horberon Creative will never happen. Horberon Creative can't be what I want it to be. So, when I say that I embraced it more, when I mellowed out, there was you can look at YouTube, and I've been it's in the back of my mind. I've been thinking about it. There's this fuck all attitude on YouTube that started probably on the Jordan CG channel, carried over to Crumbine, and then just tapered off as I kind of grew and matured a little bit. But that fuck all mentality is is what really kind of just sets things apart. Sets you apart. It's this attitude, man. It's this attitude. And I think it's something that's important to bring back, at least in moderation. I think it's a powerful tool that needs to be wielded with in a responsible, respectful way. So yeah, I think I have something different. I think I have something unique, and I have a skill set that is unique. And just fuck it all, I'm making it happen. And I am. I tallied up my my billings for 2012. I almost cleared $2,000. Almost cleared $2,000. You know, so spread out over the course of the year, that certainly isn't a career. That's not enough money to sustain yourself on. But god damn it, it's a fucking starting point, and it's proof positive that obviously there's work out there. And when combined with YouTube, with the website, with books, it's good stuff. So the other thing that I'm thinking about, more importantly, here we go, movie update in the last 5 minutes of the video. Caffeine. I have about 10 more minutes left to score. So it's the big climax and the wrap-up. I have to score that, or put together the music for that. I don't know, maybe by the end of the week. But then, it's become very evident I have to go back to the first 20 to 30 minutes of the movie and tweak all of the colors, all of the black and white, light and dark, the contrast, essentially. It's not just a contrast filter that I have on it, a black and white and then contrast filter. It's actually fine-tuning all of the blacks, mids, and whites of each shot in each scene. So I have to go back and tweak those, because what I want visually is a very high contrast. I want that black and white to be high contrast. That's the visual style I'm going for. And I knew that to begin with, it just wasn't sharp enough to begin with. So, the fuck ever is going on up here? I work right next to the BMW dealership, and this guy, there's a car carrier, giant car trailer, you know, on a constant basis, delivering cars. And they're just driving in weird places, and actually there's another one already ahead of us, and I guess that's why they're expanding the road here. So yeah, 10 more minutes to score, then I have to go back and adjust a lot of shit, and then it's just the script shots that I have to fix. I have to figure out how to fix those. I have to figure out how to do them and fix them. And that's going to be a challenge, and it's not going to be something that's done overnight, which is probably the most frustrating bit of information. But aside from all of that, I think I'm definitely on track for wrapping the movie up by the end of January. And then I got a whole bunch of shares, and I wish it was worth more. I mean, it's worth a lot for me and creatively to see how many people shared the trailer and the support that was there. The views weren't. And that's frustrating. But I do, you know, the share. It's it's the life of the independent original creator. You know, some stuff are big, some stuff aren't. But one of the plans, one of the things I'd like to do is, when the movie is done, I want to use the trailer or a version of the trailer as a paid ad, as a pre-roll ad, and put that out there. But I'm thinking I want to put a big budget behind it, and just goes back to the business plan, you know? Put this really big budget behind it, and I've mentioned it to Sam, and I'm just like $500 to $1,000 or more. And I think I might be a little crazy myself to say something like that, because it's like, part of me just knows it's a big waste of money. Or maybe that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid it's going to be a big waste of money. I don't know. Stay tuned. Stay creative. Facebook, Corberon Creative. Corberon. Facebook.com/Corberon. Do it.